Jonny, congratulations, another World Matchplay semi-final. Just sum up the emotions after a very good performance this evening.
Obviously, it's massive. It's another step to a final, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? To play against Stephen Bunting, world seeds 4 and 5, it was a massive game. I did not expect to be 5-0 up in the first break, but I take that every day, and total respect to Steve. Didn't play his A game, nowhere near his A game, but that is my problem. My thing is to win a match, and I did. So I got a smile on my face.
We know you were disappointed with the performance last time out. What did you say to yourself on your day off to make sure you were right for tonight?
I just thought to myself, it was, don't punish too much, don't think about last tournament, just try and play darts. And it was a different atmosphere. It was like I thanked the English crowd for supporting me. It is banter between the Welsh and England and the English. And to be fair, it was an amazing atmosphere. The game was played in total respect. It was my night. And like Steve said, he wishes me all the best for the rest of the tournament, because that's the kind of guy he is. He's a great character, he's a great dart player, and I've just nicked one back off him.
We know you like to play that underdog role and just go about your business. With all eyes on Gezi and Luke in that bottom half of the draw, are you enjoying not much attention in the top half?
I love it. No, all jokes aside, I'm here to try and win the tournament. I'm I'm a step away from a final. I'm two more wins away from the big trophy. So I'm going to keep trying hard. Hopefully I can beat James, but if not, we'll try again.
You touched on James there. He's having an incredible tournament. Uses experience onto younger players in the last couple of games. I'm guessing you're not going to let him dominate that situation and dominate the stage, the pace and everything potentially like he has in the last couple.
I'm going to try not to be honest. Like I said, I'm going to try and concentrate on my game. Who cares about anybody else? If I can play my best darts, they're going to have to beat me. If I don't play my best darts, I'm going to have to try and beat them. So, that is the sport. I'm going to try my best. If I play my best and somebody beats me then, well, all credit. But, hopefully I'm going to be on the last night.
Cheers, Jonny.
Thank you.
Jonny, well done on the win tonight. You were quite down on your last performance when you last spoke to us. Have you had time to reflect on that performance?
Yeah, but right now, I got a smile on my face now. I think it's a bit hard on myself, but I didn't look at the averages, I didn't look at the stats before I done this interview. So, but I got a smile on my face. I'm trying hard. I want to be here till the end.
How difficult is it to put performances and those sort of feelings out of your mind when you're going into such an important match tonight against Stephen?
I think it's a total different atmosphere. I think the game is different because, with all due respect to Mike the Decker, Steve is world number 4. If I want to win that game, I have to produce, some serious darts. Not that I'm saying that I didn't against Mike, but he's world number 4 for a reason, and I've done a job tonight.
James was here speaking to us previously, and he said he's got the belief that he's one of the greatest players that's played darts. Do you hold that same belief about James, that you're playing one of the greatest on Saturday night?
100%. Look at his records. That guy has produced, what is he? Probably the 3rd best dart player on earth, the 4th, of what he's done. You can't take that away from him. That guy has done everything but lift the world championship, or the world. So I think to myself, I got a massive game. He's playing really well, and he's got all the experience. I've got some, but nothing compared to James Reid. So I got a tough one. I'm going to go out, I'm going to enjoy, I'm going to try my best, and hopefully Jonny Clayton's here on Sunday.
Jonny, congratulations. Obviously it's a long format, but how much damage do you feel was done in that first session? Could you sense that Stephen was quite despondent?
Obviously, as playing against each other, 5-0 down is a different game to 5-0 up, isn't it? I think it took, 140, 160, whatever it was out. That hurt Stephen, because he was in rhythm. I nicked that off him. I think Stephen missed a dart on double as well. I might be wrong, probably I'm wrong, but you know, at the end of the day, you know, 5-0 in the first session is massive for anybody.
You mentioned the Wales-England banter there. No Welshman has ever won this tournament before. What would it mean for you to write your name into the history books this week?
That'd be great, wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's to win a tournament. I need a few more trophies, so the more the merrier, and it'd be amazing if it was my name as a Welshman on that trophy.
And you and Wadey have had some battles down the years. Do you think this is the best version of James we've seen for a couple of years?
James is playing fantastic. You know, we practice a lot together, me and James, and you know, we do the 170s, the 121s and things like that, you know, and you watch him, he's hungry again, and James Wade being hungry is a different kettle of fish, you know, and he's fantastic.
Thanks, Johnny.
Well done, Johnny, on that great performance. You kind of already touched on it, but when we spoke to you last time, I think we all felt it really was strange that he was so downbeat, 93.5 average, still won the match. Where did that come from? Because it was just so unlike you.
Yeah, it's because I'm trying my hardest, you know, I want to produce top darts, and I felt that game I didn't, but when I look back at the stats and the averages, you know, not that the averages matter, because it's the W behind your name that matters, not the average, but averages are pretty in there. So, you know, when I came off, I was thinking, oh, he didn't play well there. And then I looked at my stats and stuff, and I thought, okay, it wasn't that bad. But, yeah, I know I've got a lot more in the tank. You know, tonight was a different game, it was a different atmosphere. You know, I played a little bit better, I think, myself.
What's it say about you then, that you can be so hard on yourself about your performance and then go out in your next match and race into a 5-0 lead against a moment before?
Well, if you didn't, well, I know that, you know, if I didn't punish myself, you know, people, you know, you've got the keyboard warriors and things like that, I will always run you down, but I know when I'm not playing well. And I think against Mike the other night, I didn't play well. But it wasn't as bad as I thought. So, you know, I have to give myself a little bit of credit, but genuinely, I got another step.
Well done, Johnny.
Johnny, in December you were worried, you said, oh, my time in the sport might be running out. But since then you've reached the major final, nearly won that, UK Open semis, you won on the Pro Tour, European Tour. It's not running out, is it, at this rate?
I've changed my mind. No, all jokes aside, you know, I don't know, I've got the hunger back. I don't know what it is. I genuinely don't know. It's maybe, you know, I felt a bit down in darts, whatever, but I've got the hunger back, you know, I want to be one of the best. I really do. You know, it hurts that I've gone from world number 5 to 9, obviously with the money off the rankings here, so, you know, but I'm climbing back up slowly, but, you know, I want to be with the elite, and when you're there, you know, people respect you a little bit more than what they do if you're further down the rankings.
No, you feel like it gives you an extra leg or two when people come and play you if you're up?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think so. You know, if you're not playing well, no matter where you are in the rankings, if you're not playing well, people pick up on that as well. So, but like you say, if you're playing well, that might be a step in the right direction, and people are thinking, I have to play well against him. So, like I thought about Stephen tonight. You know, he's a step above me on the rankings, and I had to do a job. I did tonight.
And are you happy with 1 being next to 20 now?
Yeah. If they put a 19 and 18 next to the 20, I'd smash for a Taylor's record, definitely. You know, but listen, I'm one of these. I try my best. If it's not good enough, I'll try again.
Congratulations.
Johnny, you said you haven't hit top gear yet. Do you think the fact you're in the semi-final bodes well because you haven't hit top gear yet? Because you've still got the gears to go through?
Yeah, you know, I don't think I've hit top gear. I think I have produced better darts than I've done this week. But, you know, I'm back in the practice sport. Yeah. And that's something I haven't done for probably a year and a half. You know, we all know 2 years ago with the family, you know, with dad passing, you know, darts was nowhere near. I just didn't want to play. But I've got a smile back on my face. I'm trying hard again. I'm back on the practice board. You know, I've got 2 kids that want me to do well. You know, Ella, my wife, you know, it's like, John, Dad is gone, like, you know, but you can still make a name for yourself, and that is massive. You know, there's belief from elsewhere. I just want to do well. I want to be back. I want to be one of the elite players. I want to be back in the Premier League. You know, it's when you're in there, you've done something right, and that's where I belong.
And obviously, you're in the semi-final now. Gezzy's flying on the other side. Are you dreaming of a World Cup showdown in the final?
That'd be good, wouldn't it? You know, 2 Welshmen in the final. You know, we wouldn't have the Wales-England banter, but no, that's just a bit of fun. But you know, it'd be great. Obviously, if I get to a final and Gezzy gets to the final, we've both done something right. So I hope we're right.
Well played.
Jonny, well done. Massive congratulations.
Thank you.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah.
One about darts, one about animals, and then one about a bit of fun.
Go on.
First one, in a close game where it's like 4 or 5 seeds, how important was it to get such a strong start? Are we surprised how strong it was?
I think that's massive. You know, 5-0. I didn't expect it. I don't know if anyone in the public expected that. You know, if you're a betting man, which I'm not, but if you're a betting man, I don't think anybody would put 5-0 to Jonny Clayton against Stephen Bunting in that first session. But it happened. I'd done something right, and yeah, it was good for me.
We've had an eagle win it, we've had a tiger, an asp. How nice would it be to have a little ferret winning it?
Oh, can you imagine? It'd be great, wouldn't it? You know, I'd have to keep my nickname there, wouldn't I? But yeah, it'd be great. I'd love to win it.
And the final one, obviously, we did sad news breaking of Hulk Hogan passing away this morning. How bad did that affect your preparation?
I used to go to the same gym as Hulk Hogan. Obviously not, but
Did it really affect you?
yeah, no, not my
Trying to
kind
get
of thing.
focus and-
Generally,
Yeah.
no, I think if they lifted me up, they'd throw me out to the arena, not of the ring. So no.
You shook it off anyway.
Yeah,
Steve got on with the job.
I'll be missing a training partner next week.
And then we do tomorrow. We're gonna just chill out. Or
Chill out. It'll be a chill out day tomorrow.
Pool, snooker. dance?
Probably go and pick the daughter up from some train station,
Blackpool
Manchester
train
maybe.
station,
So,
ideally.
yeah.
Well done, Jonny. See you Saturday.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate.
All right, thanks everyone.